Casey Aitchison with Arts Around, your inside look at arts around the Puget Sound area. This week we're tackling the theme of pretty, but not necessarily in the way you might think. First, let's take a look at what we might mean in the more traditional sense. Susan Davis is the costume shop manager here with the Seattle Opera. So Susan, where are we standing? This looks like an amazing room.
Yeah, we're in the fitting room of the costume shop here at Seattle Opera, and this is where all the costumes that you see on stage come to life.
And how important are costumes in the making of one of your productions?
Well, of course, here we think they're very important.
Especially right here.
They do give you a sense of place and a sense of character if somebody's wealthy or somebody's poor or somebody's at a party, or it just creates the whole atmosphere for the opera.
And how long in advance does it take to craft? I mean, these costumes look amazing, the ones that we're standing in front of here.
Yeah, well, we usually work 6 to 10 weeks on our productions, and we'll work about 8 weeks on this one, on Lucia.
So Lucia is the new one. It's
Yes.
coming out in October. What's the opening date?
Right, we open on October 16th and run to the end of October.
So what's the running theme? And these are the costumes specifically from that show, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so explain to us how they play into that theme.
It's a tragic love story, but in the middle of the opera there's a beautiful scene where all the guests have arrived for a wedding that's going to be that evening, and so the women are wearing all their lace and their pearls and all their finery, and the men are in their military uniforms wearing all their medals and the tail suits on some of the men, and ready for a big celebration, which, like most operas, has a tragic ending.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I mean, darn.
Yeah.
I feel like dancing when I'm standing next to costumes like this.
There will be some dancing.
Oh, good.
In the opera.
Good. So in a production like this, standing in front of these beautiful costumes, pretty may be a little more obvious, but there are some more subtle ways that it can come into play in a production, and we're going to take a look at that right now. So Shawn Law plays the lead in Reasons to be Pretty, and that's what the latest ArtsWest play is called, correct?
Yes, it is. It opens up the 2010 season by Neil LaBute. It was nominated for the Tony last year. Basically, it follows my character, Greg, who comes to find out that there are certain words you don't say about your significant other. And really how important it is the concept of what we think is pretty and how we are perceived by our significant others. It's a very intense, realistic telling of couples and the not so great ways they deal with each other in the bedroom.
So basically how couples communicate behind the scenes and how that relates to their self-esteem, and especially women, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, there are just some words that you just don't say.
Like what?
You should just always say pretty.
Okay.
I don't want to throw the story off too much.
Please.
There's a big reveal, but you definitely, you should always say pretty.
You hear that, men? Always say pretty. This lesson coming to you from a man who knows.
Oh yes.
And the run ends when?
We run now through till October 10th.
Wonderful. Well, best of luck with your success with the play. I can't wait to see it. And if you are listening and watching and you want to find out more about the shows you've seen here today, just head to our website, q13fox.com, and click on the Arts Around link.